Okay, hello everybody. My name is Kaylin, and today I'm going to be telling you a story about what happened today instead of doing makeup. So let's jump right into it. So pretend. So there's two chairs that are facing, two desks that are facing this way, and two desks that are facing this way in my class because I'm a sixth grader. I stay in that classroom. So a girl that's sitting next to me, let me think of a name because I don't want to say her real name. We're just gonna call her Sydney. Sydney. So Sydney sits right next to me, and in the back of us, there's two people without desks. They're four groups. They're just alone in one spot because they talk too much. In the back of me, let's call him Braden. And on the other side next to him is Morgan, let's call her that. And we're sitting there, we're all like happy and everything. And let's call her Addison walks up to us and is like screaming at Braden and Morgan and is saying, "You need a life, go get one," like all that stuff. And we're like, what's going on? And so Sydney starts talking to her and they start to flip each other off, which in sixth grade is really bad because you're not supposed to be doing that stuff. So they start doing that and they're getting in the fight. They're writing on the whiteboards, mean things to each other. And by the end of the day, since today was a half day, Addison went up to the teacher and told her we were being mean to her. Not me, because I was in the middle of this, even though I was supposed to, because I'm sitting right next to all of them. And so they're all being mean. Like, she went up there, she called Sydney up, and was like, "Is this true? Were you doing this? Were you doing that?" She's like, "No, this isn't." And after that, they were both crying, and I went up to them, the teacher, and I'm like, "Addison is crying," because she knew Sydney was crying because she was crying up there. And so she's like, "Oh, I know this," and then I'm like, but she walked up to her and pushed Morgan, like just randomly. And I'm like, but she just pushed Morgan, and she's like, "Oh, so this is in between Morgan and her now." And Morgan and Braden were talking, and Brooklyn just runs up to her. Yeah, let's call her Brooklyn. Sorry. I'm not trying to seem like it's her real name. Sorry. Brooklyn runs up to her, and like up to Morgan, and is screaming at her and telling her just to let it go. I'm over here like, no. And so that's going on, and I walk up to her, and she calls Braden and Morgan over, and they're talking to her. They're like, "We did nothing, we did this, we did that." And I told her, "Oh, I know stuff about this." And I told her, well, she just randomly went up to them and started saying that stuff at the beginning of the day, and Morgan got in trouble for trying to stop Sydney and Addison from fighting. Like, they said there's somebody in between them, and they were like going at it. They were like fighting, and so Morgan tried to stop them. Well, that was a really bad idea because Mrs. Anderson saw and got Morgan and Addison in trouble, not Sydney. And so all of that went on, and I told Miss Anderson, and so Morgan wasn't in trouble anymore, but other stuff started happening. Well, we had recess, and after recess, like in between recess, Brooklyn got called up to Mrs. Anderson. And Mrs. Anderson was mad. She's like, "Why were you screaming at more?" All of that was happening, and I'm over here like, why is sixth grade so hard? And so, like, all of that just went down, and I was so confused and like, seriously. And my friend, let's call her Allie. Allie was, so whenever Brooklyn got called up to Mrs. Anderson, our teacher, Allie was like, "What's going on?" And I told her, and she's like, that's messed up, because that should be Sydney and Addison's fault. And I'm like, I get you, fam. But that is all for I have to you today, peoples. Hope you like my story, cause I did. So, see ya, y'all. You guys are the best fam ever. You're my fam. Kid Army forever.